I am a member of an elite family who you despise. Ask me a question and I will answer them in short. Why? Because I can.
All of the questions our guest will be answering were submitted on the internet forum godlikeproductions.com. Let's begin. What's an elite family?
That's how most are calling it. Families who for a long time have been ruling the people who are not from these bloodlines.
What's your thoughts on peak oil?
It is known within certain circles that it is manufactured. The earth is producing more oil and gas than is being used now even, believe it or not, it is a natural process. Quote, the more you take, the more it produces to balance itself. Study the bees and the way they produce honey and you will understand. On top of that, there are many places with large amounts of natural resources which never have been touched. The agenda? I think you know.
What commonalities do the bloodlines share?
Understand that, quote, bloodlines have been chosen to rule. It didn't just appear out of air. The souls which incarnate into these bloodlines who rule are picked by divine law. Other things don't have to be mentioned.
No one rules me. Never has.
A little old saying, the perfect slave is the one that says, I am not a slave. It is like an alcoholic saying he isn't an alcoholic, so therefore he will always be an alcoholic. Get my drift?
Where do you elites store your mentally ill relatives caused by centuries of inbreeding?
It is a myth that inbreeding always causes problems. If the two persons who procreate carry genes which are of better quality than the rest,
why have you allowed us to breed like rats if population is what you feel threatens you?
Number one, we haven't allowed that. You have more power than you think you have. Number two, population does not threaten, quote, us in any way, shape or form. Again, a myth.
I am curious what a member of an elite family thinks of godlikeproductions.com. So what do you think?
The more divided people are, the easier it is to rule over them. Making them believe they have a sword in their hand which they think makes them powerful and able to fight the quote dark sider, while it is just a toothpick. You have to be very careful who you give that imaginary sword to. Do you know that not just spoken words but also written words emanate a frequency which have a direct effect? And I would say that a vast majority of the written words on godlikeproductions.com are not helping the cause you think you are fighting for.
What is your religious affiliation?
Religion is created by us. The religions which rule now are the ones that are under total control. I can't give out too much about this, but Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism are a bit off, let's say. There is a core of truth, but it is drowning in a sea of perversions for you to pick out. Good luck. What we believe in does not matter, but it is about serving the divine law which was passed on to us.
How about the world economy?
One thing conspiracy theorists are right about is that it is based on money that doesn't exist, never existed, never will. The ones who own the banks also own the media and politics, so it can be portrayed the way they want you to believe it.
When will the wheat be separated from the chaff? Or do you want to get rid of the wheat and leave the chaff for your slaves? Whichever, when will it happen? I'm tired of false states, please be honest this time.
I know 100% sure there is no end time, at least not like it is being portrayed everywhere, be it religion, media, etc. This place was never meant to end the way it is being described. There will be a time when everyone will be released, but that is not a mass event, but rather one by one. Work on yourself.
I'm curious to know why the elite do not lead. They seem to be more of a parasite on society.
A fish in the ocean can't see that birds are flying in the sky.
Have you or any of your family members ever participated in an occult ritual, and, if yes, what was the nature of it?
Rituals have a meaning which cannot be understood by most. Rituals are there to connect with the higher beings who govern this realm. We are doing our job.
Well, I'd have to say your divine law has messed up this planet and its people very well.
Peasants like you don't understand that you do it. Nobody else. By the way, by what you just said, you lengthened your stay here on Earth one more lifetime. My condolences.
Do you frequent the Bohemian Grove and fully participate in cremation of care, sacrifice to Moloch, having sex with male homosexual prostitutes, orgies, etc.?
Those and other similar places are for the politicians and media people. They are obligated. Sometimes a bloodline will be present but will not participate in those acts, which are not the rituals we do.
Do you consider the prevalence and success of organized crime families and syndicates as a massive failure of your collective will?
They are there for a reason. They aren't as successful as they look, though. They are broken.
Why do you continue to attempt to control mass consciousness by spreading fear through every outlet available to you? Why not set the knowledge free as was intended long ago? The written word is spreading the wings of truth. The sword has been given to the sheep, and the day of reckoning is soon at hand. I believe in no law of divinity or hierarchy. We are all equal unto the eyes of the Creator, and for that must you answer in your time. The meek are inheriting the earth presently. I pray for you.
If that was the aim, it would be done in an instant. You do not understand what this world we live in really is.
This time I have no question. I do, however, have a statement. The time of reckoning is at hand.
It is not.
It goes. The best slave is one who thinks he is free. Is it ultimately all a matter of genes? Do you understand self-cloning? Do you agree that the planet is replete with false allies and false enemies?
That's not how it originally goes, about the slave. If you listen carefully, you will see. Last question has a yes as an answer. There are also no real allies or enemies.
If you are indeed who and what you say you are, then you will know that you and your ilk are in big trouble. Your time is short, and those you belong to who are in our space quadrant as we speak already know it. I imagine they are a tad busy right at this moment. But of course you must keep up appearances even when you know you fight a losing battle. Personally, I will be very happy to see the day, and it is coming sooner than you think.
There is no end of time. A long time ago, the people did almost manage to take over, and then bad things happened on Earth to those people. What are you seeing now? Are you really living on the planet you think you are?
The quote higher beings who govern this realm, do you serve them? By what names do you call them? Have you ever seen them? Where do they reside?
They penetrate everything, and they are benevolent.
What really hit the Pentagon on 9/11?
Does it matter what hit it?
Too much question dodging.
I did not sign a contract which says I have to answer everything. Some questions do not need an answer, and others do not mean a thing even though you think it does.